Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays. Today we're playing a cool little game, another one of the solo Game of the Month series by Gabe Barrett. This one's called Small Time Heroes. This one I think was actually designed by Drew Corkill, I think, off the top of my head, who is the graphic design guru as well as outstanding game designer. And this one is a lot of fun. This one is very, very cool. If you've ever played a game called Slay the Spire, this definitely brings back memories of that, but does some fun, unique things as well. The artwork is great, the gameplay is great, and it's also one of those little small box experiences that I find myself gravitating more and more towards recently. I mean, I think some of the more recent releases that I've enjoyed the most have been Rome, Fate of an Empire. I've got the Heroes of the Sanctum coming soon. This has been really fun. Radiance from Joe Clipful, which is on Kickstarter in the next couple of days, on GameFound, sorry. But yeah, let's move over to the map, and here we have a tremendous game of this setup ready to go. Small Time Heroes. We have a deck of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 starting cards. They have no border. And to start our game, it is a deck builder. We are also going to add one of these special unique ones to our board, and to our deck, sorry, and that will form our starting deck for this playthrough. The enemy we're playing against, this is the Wolfmaster, who I've done a really good job of cutting off there. And these are bits of, actually maybe I'll do it this way actually, this will work pretty well. There you go, there's the Wolfmaster. So that's the enemy we're facing off against in this particular playthrough. So to set up the game, we will start by dealing out the wave 1 of minions. We will have 3 waves of minions to face off against before we face off against the Wolfmaster. Now this is a print and play copy that I made myself, something I've done a lot more recently, and it's been really great. Sleeves makes a difference. All right, let's look at the enemies that we're facing off against here. So we have the Wolffather. The Wolffather has 7 health. It's this number here, and it's going to do 4 attack as well as activate, deal 1 damage for every other minion. Fantastic. This Wolf Pup, it's a little baby. It's only got 5 health. That's pretty good. And this Wolf Mother, which is a band from Australia, pretty fun. Not as cool. Okay, so those are the enemies that we have to face off against in this first wave of attacks. Now, we will be dealing with this. So this is the intent deck. And so this will determine which of these enemies activates, which we'll shuffle it again so we don't know, as well as the wolf pack themselves, what benefit they get for the remainder of this wave. So every turn, these guys are going to gain some passive benefit as well as attack us, depending on which one of these we flip will be what we are getting attacked by. Alright, so let's have a look at our starting options. So the cost in the top left, cost to play in energy, we have a 3 energy a turn to begin with each game. This tells us what type of card it is. This is an attack card, this is a power or something like that. The name and the effect that it has. So we get to add one of these. I think we will go for advanced attack. Just deals it straight up 4 damage. Yep, so we'll add that. I have a deck off to the side here which will go, oh, shield wall. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to add this card to our deck. Then we're going to shuffle and we will deal out our starting hand of 5 cards. It's a fun little deck builder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am always a fan of deck builders, and did we get our advanced card? We did. Okay, so let's have a look at the options that we have here. So if we play a block, then we gain 3 shield for the turn, which will prevent incoming damage. We will actually deal ourselves out an intent card first of all. Let's see what we deal. All right. So we have a square. Now sometimes this will say, as this one has, two different symbols, and we won't know which one it is. But as it stands, we know that this is going to be the square. So we know that the wolf pup's going to attack, and all minions are going to gain 4 strength. So we'll leave that there. We don't need to worry about that for the moment. So we want to try and kill the wolf pup if we can. So that's probably not going to be necessary because we should be able to kill the wolf pup. If we play our advanced attack card, we'll be dealing 4 damage. And then we can do 2 block and 2 damage. Or we do 2 damage and 2 damage to a different target. Yep, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend our 1, 2, 3 energy to use our advanced attack, which is 4 damage. And then we're going to deal 2 damage and 2 damage to a different target. So this is going to be enough to defeat the wolf pup because it requires 5. And then we're also going to deal 2 more damage to this one, 1, 2. So it's down to 5. So the wolf father. So we now go and activate the square symbol, which is going to give +1 strength to this guy. He's got 5 left. And +1 strength to the wolf mother. And that's it. That's our turn. So this is our discard pile. That's just going to be over here. And so we're going to move into the next round with all of these. Now, we are facing off against either a triangle or a square. We don't know which one. So that's fun. Let's have a look here at these are all starting cards. So we've got our shield. This is pretty cool. Smash, deal 1 damage to all enemies. I would like to... So if it is the triangle, the wolf mother is going to attack us for 4 damage. 5 damage because it has +1 strength. So I don't really want to have 5 damage coming at me. So let's equip our shield. So that's 1 of our 3 energy. So we're down to 2. The shield gains us 2 block when it's equipped. So we've got 2 block at the moment. We'll gain a strength because that is just +1 strength thanks to exercise. But this is only a temporary buff. So we'll gain this as a temporary buff. And we've still got 2 energy to spend. So let's gain 3 block. And that will take us to 5. So we're actually going to be blocking all attacks. And then let's play Smash, which is deal 1 damage to all enemies, but we have a temporary strength, so it's going to deal 1, 2, and 1, 2. And that is our turn. We can spend an energy to remove our shield and gain 5 block. That's a fun little ability. So this is going away. We'll flip this and we'll find out, what do we have? It's a triangle, alrighty. So unfortunately for us, these actually go this way. That's fine. Yeah, unfortunately for us, it does mean that we are getting attacked here. The wolf mother kills us, or does 4 attack plus its 1 strength. So that goes to 5. We have enough to block that. Then the minion with the highest health activates. She's attacking us again for 5. No! So we go down to 20 health. Okie dokie. So that is the end of our round. We now know that it's either a circle or a square coming. So as long as we kill the wolf father this turn, we shouldn't suffer too many penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did we get? Alright, so we need 3 damage there. So let's go for this attack for 1 energy to deal 3 damage, and that will defeat the wolf father. And that is all that happens with that. So its strength buff goes away. Then we will play this forceful attack for another 1 energy. Deal 2 damage, and if you have a weapon equipped, which we do, we deal 4 damage instead. So we're actually going to deal 4 damage here. So we go from 7 down to 3. And then our last attack is going to be parry. We're going to gain 2 block and deal 2 damage. So this enemy is down to 1. That's the end of our round. We've got 2 block. Hopefully this is a square and it does nothing. It's a circle. Deal 2 damage. We block that with our block. The minion with the lowest health, which is this one, gains 2 block. And this should be enough. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Yes. Alright, so we're very fortunate. We can exercise for +1 strength and then deal 5 damage, which is 1, 2, 3, which is enough to defeat this villain. Now, this is going to deal 2 damage to all heroes, so let's spend energy to discard our shield to gain 5 block. So that'll block this damage. And we also get this little benefit, which is we gain a potion when we defeat the Wolfmother. So right here I have a little potion deck. We'll give that a shuffle. And we'll draw ourselves out a fun little potion. What do we get? Liquid Courage. Gain 2 strength this turn. Nice. Alright, so we have successfully navigated the first wave of monsters against this wolf pack. So that's that completed. So we now move on to gaining our rewards for completing this wave. So this symbol here tells us that we get 3 health back. We're up to 23, delightful. This symbol tells us that we get to add 2 cards from the row into our deck, which is wonderful. And then this, I think, lets us clear our row. So let me think about what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to take this brute force card as one of my cards. And then we have advantage. Nope, so then I'm going to use this clear to clear all of these out. And we will add 10 block. Jeepers, that's good. Armor Smith. Flex, remove an equipped card, gain +1 strength, or tank. So none of those really excite me. I guess we'll take Flex. So get rid of our shield. Yep. Alright, so that is the end of the first wave. That was fun. Let's get on to wave 2. So we'll shuffle our deck once again. We're at 23 health. I'll keep the intent deck as it is. And we now move on to a slightly tougher collection of minions. These are the wave 2 minions. This stays the same, but we have tougher minions. So we have a loyal wolf, followed by a ravenous wolf, followed by the wolf pack. Oh, the wolf pack themselves. That's not ideal. So this one has 8 health, this one has 5 health, and this one has 9 health. Alright, so when this loyal wolf arrives, it gives all other minions 2 block. So that's a punishing start. Alright, let's begin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 energy, 23 health. So we don't have an equipped card, so that's not going to be much usefulness. We've either got this or this attacking. This does a lot of damage, this loyal wolf. I don't like that. Can we defeat the loyal wolf in 1 round? So that'll be 6. Smash. All right, let's do. Yeah, let's do this. This is probably not a great use of our turn, but let's drink our liquid courage. We're just going to drink it. We gained +2 strength this turn, just for this turn. And so we're going to play. Oh no, this is 2. No, that's a bad plan. That is a bad plan. Yeah. So maybe we don't do that, we just do this. Yeah, alright, we'll still drink the potion. So the first attack is going to be 4 damage. And so that's going to go from 8 down to 4. And then we do 2 damage to the same or a different target. So we will do 2 damage, which goes up to 4, to defeat the Loyal Wolf. The Loyal Wolf is defeated. And then we'll play Brute Force, which is deal 2 damage, which actually goes to 4, which is here. And then we can deal 3 damage to another enemy. So we'll deal 1 to this wolf pack, getting rid of that. So when that Loyal Wolf was defeated, we get some bonus. I'm not sure what that swirly symbol means. I'm going to have to look that up. It means I gain an energy, so I've got 1 energy left. So I can now actually play the other attack card I have, which is Smash, which is deal 1 to all enemies, but thanks to my Liquid Courage, it's actually 2. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to defeat that. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to leave the wolf pack alive there. That symbol, I don't know what that symbol is either. I should have looked that up knowing this was going to happen. Draw 1 card. I can't do anything with it, but there you go. So that was a very promising start. Now all we need is to hope that this doesn't say triangle. Does it say triangle? It does say triangle. Deno, you are the worst guy. Alright, so this is going to activate, first of all, the minion with the highest health activates 3 damage, and then when this is activated, all minions, including the wolf pack, gain +1 strength. And then it's going to activate again, so it's going to hit us for 4 and 3, which is 7, taking us down to 16. 23 down to 16. That's unfortunate. If that was the other way, if that was the not triangle, it would have been a really good turn of events for us. But it wasn't to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be able to take care of business here. Deal 3 damage. Deal 4 damage. And that is it. That enemy is defeated, the wolf pack. So that one gets us another potion. We gain a potion of luck. When a hero's health is reduced to 0, it is reduced to 1 instead. We've got to survive. Okay, and we get to clear the row and add 2 cards. So let's have a look at the cards that we've got here. Change stance, deal damage equal to your block, gain 10 block. We could do that. That'd be a cool combo. No, I'm going to wipe all of these. So these are all gone. I'm going to add 4 new ones. 1, smash, 2, short sword, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got boots. That's nice. Alright, so we'll take these boots of speed. So that's another equipped item. And then the short sword goes in the same spot as the shield. So I don't really love that. Let's take smash. That seems fine. Protect. Alright. This is a fun game. It does feel very Slay the Spire-esque, and there's nothing wrong with that. Slay the Spire was great. Alright, Wave 3. Now there is actually a little campaign mode in this, so maybe we'll turn this into a little campaign. Wave 3 has even tougher monsters. There's 4 monsters in this box, or in this collection. We've got a Necromancer, a Goblin King, this Wolf Pack, and then some weird, like, Crystal Giant guy. A Ravenous Wolf. The Wolf Mother. And the Beta Wolf. Okay, so that one has guard. I just remembered there was a rule in this one that might have prevented us from attacking there. I think it was every time you get attacked. Yeah, react. So the Ravenous Wolf had react. So every time it was activated, it was supposed to deal us 2 damage. So I'm going to give myself 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think it would have activated twice, if I remember rightly. Alright, so that's got react, deal 3 damage. On death, deal 3 damage to all heroes, and this one's got guard. Goodness me. This is going to be tricky. We do have our Potion of Luck though. So we have to defeat this Beta Wolf first. There's no on arrival activation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we got strength, advanced attack. We don't have equip 2. Alright, we're going to gain +1 strength using exercise. So we have +1 strength for this turn. We'll play parry, which gains us 2 block and deal 3 damage from our strength. We have to go here, so that goes down to 7. Then we'll deal 4 damage, which goes to 5. Down to 2. And then it's either one of these ones activating, so I think our best play here is to gain 3 block, so we're going to turn that into a 5. So we've got 5 block. Alright. I would have liked to have killed that guy, but that's okay. So what are we flipping? We're flipping a square. So the wolf monster is activating for 5 damage. It doesn't have any strength bonuses. I actually don't know if you do this first or this first. Let me read. Okay, so we do now do the boss ability. So everyone's got +1 strength now, not as a result. You don't get the bonuses in that first thing. Okay, so it is only hitting us for 5 damage and we have 5 blocks, so we survived that. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would like to see some of my cool equipment cards here. 3. Alright, we've got Boots of Speed. Alright, so we'll play our Boots of Speed. So they're boots. Haven't left myself enough room here. We'll go up here. Put our Potion of Luck. Boots of Speed. The first attack card. This card played this turn deals 3 additional damage. We don't have strength anymore. Interesting. So I need to kill that guy. I need 2 attack. So let's just do a double hit. So because of our first attack card played this turn deals 3 additional damage, we're going to kill that Beta Wolf, which allows us to wipe this row. Yep, I'll wipe those 3. Defensive posture, faster attack. Deal 1 damage 5 times to the same enemy. That sounds awesome. A helmet! I would like a helmet. Oh, that's awesome. Then deal 2 damage to the same or a different target. So I'll deal 2 damage to the Wolfmother. So it goes down to 5. We are hoping against hope here that the triangle, the diamond gets drawn and we don't have an attack from the circle. No, the circle! Alright, so it's hitting us for 4, 5 because of that. So we're down to 7 health. 7 health is punishing. That's going to react and deal 3 damage to us as well. Alright, we need some healing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus we're shuffling these. What a cool little game. What a cool little game. 4, 5. Alright. So there's our shield. This first attack card deals 3 damage. Yeah. So we'll play our shield. So we're going to gain 2 block because we played our shield. Costs us 1 energy. And then we'll play this attack card. On the Wolfmother. Yeah, I think we want to kill the Wolfmother if we can. So that's 3, which goes to 6, which is enough to kill the Wolfmother. On death, deal 3 damage to all heroes. So we're suffering 1 damage thanks to our block. We've used that, so we do still have 1 to use here. But we are going to gain a potion of healing. Heal 5. I'll use that straight away. We're back up to 11. Come on, Deno. How good. Alright, so now do I use this to deal damage to it? It doesn't matter. I'm not getting attacked this turn, so no, I will not attack because it has react. It deals 3 damage to us. So we don't want to do that. We're not getting attacked, and we know that because it's either square or diamond. Square activates. All minions gain 1 strength. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Equipped 1, this is dealing 4 damage. We've got 6 here, so if we can just do 1 attack. Yes, we've got equipped 2, so this advanced attack's going to work fine. So we'll play exercise, get +1 strength. We're going to hit that and defeat that. And that is all she wrote for the Ravenous Wolf. Now, I don't think we have to suffer a reaction if that monster dies. React. Anytime a minion takes damage, the react ability is activated. I'm going to say no, because it's been defeated. That's how it normally works in games of this nature. So we gain the wipe of... Alright, so we're getting a reward, and our reward says add 2 cards or add a card and trash a card. So let's add a card, and let's add this Helmet of Strength. So we're just going to gain a permanent strength. And then do I want to ditch a card from my collection, or do I want to add another one? Defense Posture is a very cool card. Let's trash a card. It's always better to trash a card. I haven't done a lot of blocking. But I've added a lot of attack cards, so we'll wipe that attack card from our deck. Okay, so we've managed to make our way through the minions all the way to the final boss. So when we fight the final boss, we flip this over, and we now have the Houndmaster, who has its own health deck, and it is 30 of the best. Can you believe that? Now we also add one of these Wave 1 minions to each of these. We do not need to defeat the Wave 1 minions to win. We just need to defeat the Houndmaster. When it arrives, give all other minions +1 strength. I don't enjoy that. Alright, let's commence. Alrighty. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our Potion of Luck. I feel good about that. Boots of Speed, yes. And a shield. Oh, cool. Alright. Well, so we're definitely activating just one of these. We don't have to worry about the minions activating, so that's nice. So on our turn, I think we're just going to equip our Boots of Speed, equip our shield, and the shield gets us 2 armor to block when we apply it. And the first damage card played this turn deals 3 additional damage. And so I'm going to play Advanced Attack because I have deal 4 damage, but if it's equipped 2, deals 6 damage instead. And guess what? It's also got equipped, deals 6 damage plus a bonus 3. So we're dealing 9 damage. So it's interesting here. We only need to kill the Houndmaster to win. 9 damage is a big hit. It will kill one of these guys. And we know they're not activating. But I'm going to put the 9 damage onto the Houndmaster. That's it. That's our turn. And so we're going to flip the 3 up. That's deal 1 damage 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down to 9 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brute force. Okay, so it's, yeah, now I'm kind of regretting not attacking one of these guys. I don't have any strength buffs at the moment. I would like a strength buff, but my strength buffs are in here. Diamond will be this guy attacking for 3. Circle will be this guy attacking for 4. And deals 1 damage for every other minion. So he's going to be attacking for 6. Circle is just a strength, or deal 1 damage 2 times and gain 5 blocks. So let's play a little defensive here. We're going to gain 2 block, or gain 2 block and deal 2 damage. We're again going to put it on the boss, so we're down to 19. And gain 2 block. Do I want to just block up? Yeah, so we'll go to 7 block. That feels like the safest way to approach that turn. We've only got 9 health, so. Alright, what are we flipping? It's a diamond. Alright, so this guy's attacking us for 3. So that's going to hit our block. We're down to 4 block. This is going to deal 1 damage 2 times. So we've suffered no penalty, but the Houndmaster is now going to have 5 block. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I've got an exercise in there and also my helmet for +1 strength. So that's exciting. So it's either going to be a square or a triangle. So the wolf pup attacking does not concern me in the slightest. The triangle, yep, not that much of a concern. All right, exercise. Oof. Okay, so if I play my Helm of Strength, I'm going to have +1 attack. +1 strength everywhere. And I could just remove my shield to get the block. Or I could play my forceful attack. So I think our best play here is to just try and kill this alpha wolf. The triangle is going to be gain a strength, summon a minion. Because this is going away. So yeah. Alright, let's do that. We're going to play our helmet. That gets us +1 permanent strength, which is good. And that costs us 2 energy. And then we will play exercise to give us an extra strength this turn. So we're total strength of 2. And then we will play forceful attack, which is going to be a total of deal 4 damage, 5, 6 damage, which is enough to defeat the alpha wolf. And that is that. So if he flips the triangle here, that won't be great for us. The square would be, but the square is also bad actually. So this block comes away at the start of its turn. Probably the triangle actually. No, the square. Okay, so he deals 5 damage. We are down to 4 health. And he's gaining 3 block. What a pest. But at least he's not summoning a minion. The square is activating. The wolf pup takes us down to 2 health. Come on, Dano, fire up, son. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it's definitely triangle which is activating. So that's just gain a strength and summon a minion. All right. Smash is dealing 1 damage to all enemies, which is actually dealing 2 damage to all enemies because of our strength that we have permanently. So let's do that. So 5 goes down to 3, 7 goes down to 5. Enemies does include the boss. So we're going to put his block down to 1. So that's smash done. Then we'll play an advanced attack, which is deal 6 damage instead. So we're going to do 6 damage, which means this 19 goes down to 14. So what are we suffering this turn? Definitely triangle. Gain a strength, suffer a minion. So that's not happening. So let's just play smash. Defense cards gain attack this turn. So this will be a 4 attack, which we'll put on the boss as well. He's down to 10. Come on, Deno. You can do it, son. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this is going to activate triangle, nothing. Gain 1 strength. Summon a minion. And he finds himself the Wolfmother. Woman! Alright, it's a triangle again, so this one's attacking for 4 damage and gain a strength, summon a minion. So I'm going to play parry, gain 2 block, and deal 3 damage. It's going to go to the boss. So he's down to 7. Sorry, exercise to gain a strength, so he's going to 6. And then I will play double hit for 2 damage, deal 3 damage, and then 3 damage, actually 4 and 4 to the boss. Yes, we've defeated the Wolfmother with only 2 health remaining. Yes, small time heroes for the win. So good. All right, let's read about the campaign. How fun was that? What a cool little game. So there's a new campaign for this coming in January on GameFound, by the way. So we will definitely be playing a little bit more of this over the next little while. I'll definitely be purchasing all the new characters, but there is a whole nother character in here, which is the thief, or the rogue rather. So obviously she's got slightly different rules and so forth. She doesn't use equipment cards like this guy does, or Joan rather. This is Joan the warrior. But there's a campaign mode. So I think what we might do is I'll finish this episode here so people can see what Small Time Heroes looks like. And tonight we're going to record a campaign. We will play as the warrior again, and we will go through the campaign. We will face off against the Houndmaster, and then we will face against the Goblin before we finish off against the Necromancer. The evil villain of the campaign will be the Necromancer. So in the campaign version, you do that 3 times. But you also get little knowledge cards that level up your character. You keep your deck you've built over the game, which is awesome. And you also have upgrades to the minions, which lasts for the whole wave, and they get more powerful. I love it. I love this idea. I love little campaigns in games like this. I think this is going to be great. Fantastic game, 10 out of 10, recommend. The print and play copy is available right now if you want to go to the solo game of the month, Best with One GameFound shop, or their shop. You can buy the print and play now if you want to do this. Otherwise, the GameFound will be on in January, and they ship very quickly. They're not like buy it and then 2 years later your game arrives. You know, the recent Storybook Saga is due to ship in the next month or 2. So highly recommend it. Small Time Heroes, great little game. I'll catch you on the next episode. Big Deno out.